Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Irish column for Sunday, the 1st of March, 2026. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Martin Murphy in the next few minutes, I'd say. Sorry we weren't on Wednesday. I was a bit Moby Dick on Wednesday. I was chest infection and snivels and snozzles and the usual, so I wasn't great. And Orla doesn't feel great tonight, so yeah. So that's just how it is, isn't it? But no, I feel good today. And as I said, Martin will be with us now in the next few minutes. Packed show to talk about a lot of stuff tonight, like Dunshaughlin, the attack on the child in Dunshaughlin. There's an attack on a child last Sunday week down, and we reported on it here in Killester. It's silence, you know what I mean? The silence is deafening, like it's horrible. Like if you're living in an area where something like that has happened and you're a father or a mother, you need to be told that your kids are at risk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like honestly, like when I was going to school, I remember years ago there was a woman abducted in Killester. Years ago, when I was going to school, probably 40 years ago, they had an e-fit out of the fella, and he was caught about 2 days later in Raheny, I think it was. But now they have an e-fit out if he's a white guy, if he's a black guy, or a middle or a Arab or anything like this, they will not show you the e-fits. And then when they show you the e-fits, the e-fit goes up and they go, yeah, look at them. Like there was one on Crime Call there about 4 months ago. And I was inside talking to me dad. We were watching it, and they done everything but say he was black. He had a black jacket, he had black trousers, he had black this, he had black that. You could see by him he was black, and they wouldn't come out and tell you he was black. So they're hiding an awful lot of stuff, and Jason, we're up to 300 there already. Fair play to you all. Keep going. And yeah, but they're hiding an awful lot of stuff. I'm just going to go through some of the comments there. Sorry. Yeah. Hi to all. Hi guys. I wasn't well Wednesday. Yeah. Hi to all. Hi Vincent. Hi Finno. How are you, by the way, Paul? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Hello, my fellow Irish patriots. How are you, Colin? How's things? Good evening from Manchester. You've had a bit of a by-election there the other day. That was sort of robbed by the Muslims, wasn't it, Michael, John? Hello, watching Donegal. Hi, Paul and Martin. Martin's not here yet, so evening all from East Cork. How are you doing, Del? Good to see you there. I had the flu last week too. It wasn't the flu, it was just like I don't get sick, like, you know what I mean? Like, no, like I just don't. I'll get a sniffle. I'll take a couple of paracetamol, or I'll take whatever. I'll take ginger and honey or whatever. I'm brand new after a day or two. How are you, Paul? I'm doing all week with the bug. You can still hear it in my chest as well. Now I'm back on the cigarettes as well, so the cigarettes aren't helping either. Michael John, attacking Dunshaughlin. Yes, Michael John, there was a child in a housing estate in Dunshaughlin on Wednesday night. A foreign man chased her into her house and locked her in the toilet and tried to rape her. And only for her brave, and I have to say courageous, young 13-year-old brother kicked in the door, that child's life would have been ruined. But, you know, to cry for help for these people, like, you know, and we'll talk more in depth with it now in a minute. I'm just going to bring Martin up there. Good evening. How are you?
Hey, Paul. How are you keeping?
I'm good, man. How are you? Long time no see. What's the story?
Been off for a bit.
Yeah.
Getting the head right, as they say. You know, you need to you need to step away sometimes. Yeah, you need to step away from stuff sometimes, just to like I said, sort it all out.
See the bigger picture. Yeah.
Are we still having issues going out on Twitter? I just see the band going across the top there.
No. It's only if you are experiencing problems you have to do that, but we're not. I'll just check now. Let me just check now, and I'll see how we.
I just see the banner on top there says is experiencing issues.
Yeah. Just X out of that. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Just X out of that. Yeah, I just want to see how we going out on Twitter. I think we are. We should be. Yeah, we should be going out on Facebook as well. Yeah, we are. We're going out live. Yeah.
Happy days. We've had some of our colleagues have had extreme censorship issues recently.
Sure, we're all getting it. Should pour out Anthony he can't buy a bleeding an account.
If anybody could please let Anthony Casey use their house for a little bit just so we can set up an account, greatly appreciate it.
It's crazy, like you can't set up anything, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mad. It's yeah.
Good evening, Paul, and everyone in the chat. Eek Mahada, how are you? Colin Derryman watching from Northern Virginia, 20 minutes from Washington, D.C. Great show. Fair play to you, Colin. Fair play to you, mate. Cheers. How's all the stuff over there now? I'm going to play a video here now in the next few minutes while we're talking about Trump and the Horn of Hormuz. Did you see, like, Trump, they all gain now of this if the Strait of Hormuz is blocked? Because 90% of the oil that's coming out of there comes through the Strait of Hormuz. You know what I mean? So
it's all money, people. It's
all money.
Yeah, all money. You can blame ideologies, you can blame religions, you can blame the Jews, you can blame whatever you want. Boils down to money and greed. That's it. Yeah.
Muhammad was a murderer, rapist, child rapist, and a thief. Yeah. I got given out to last week by a relation of mine. She's friends with a few Turkish people and the whole lot, you know. And I posted up when Ramadan started. Somebody just put a thing up, Happy Ramadan, and it was like someone making a breakfast roll. And I just laughing faces. Blah. They were disgusted with what you. Whoever fuck me, stop annoying me. I couldn't care less. It was a bit of laugh. You know what I mean?
It's always a case of if you can't mock something, know, without massive repercussions, then you have to question what that thing is. You know, it's okay to take the mick out of every other single religion. Why is this one?
Do you know what she says to me? Do you know what she said to me? She says to me, nobody mocked Ash Wednesday yesterday. I said, did you see anything about Ash Wednesday anywhere yesterday? No. I said, well, there you go. I rest my case. I said there was nothing about Ash Wednesday on news, on anything, but it was all about Ramadan. And that's what they're doing. They're bringing in the Muslims to shut us all down. And that's the bottom line, people. I'm sorry. The truth hurts. How are you faring? Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all keeping well. God bless all here. How are you faring? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Evening, Paul in chat. Was it the man flu? No, I don't get the man flu. I just get on with it. Yeah. Anthony's, what's he saying to me there? Must be an old crowd is playing an old show on the website. Working. No, that's the one, all right. I'll send it back on to you there, mate. But no, that's definitely the one. Share with viewers. I'll do it again. Embed. Copy. I'll send it back on to you. See the way we can do this live on the air. It's great, isn't it? Fixing problems.
No producer in the background.
No producer in the background. No, just me. I'm producing it. How are you, Ferg? Yeah, everyone's all right. How are you, Chris? Thank you. Thank Feck for her brother being there at the right time. Yes. Good evening, Paul and Martin from the Daisha. Keep up the good work. Love the show. Cheers, Sammy. A black African man. Yes, it was a black African man. Yeah, it was. Welcome back. I didn't realize how much I loved you till Wednesday. Yeah, I wasn't well Wednesday. I rang Orla. I just said, listen, I don't feel great. I just, the way
look, it is important that everybody takes a step back and just lives. Look, we live in difficult times, but you have to take a step back and actually try and enjoy your life from time to time. It's the war is tough, but everybody deserves a break from time to time.
Great to be here, Paul, just to hear the truth. God bless you guys. Cheers. Thanks, mate. Adele, meet people that are asleep and in total denial of reality. Yeah, I've seen some of your videos there today, Adele. Fair play to you. He's right to hold the line, I think, in Kildare, who are doing great work. So you need to go out and help them people as well. Everything they've been telling you for the last 3 or 4 years is coming to fruition now, lads. A girl chased into her house and saved by her brother was in Dunshaughlin. Yeah, that's exactly where it was. Yeah. Michael John, they need to passport control that. Yeah. President Trump is setting up his own freedom platform. He already has that. I'm sorry, Bobby Sands, you died for nothing. Yeah, and I'll tell you what I did today. I actually, I'm gonna get it there because it's on. It should be on my. Yeah, where is it? I think I sent it to myself. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Mary Lou McDonald put up a what you call it today. A thing, Bobby Sands, our hero, blah, 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 blah. So I just keep doing them all the time. No matter what they put up, I just put up Sinn Féin or traitors. Just does their head in. But you can see it there now. She put up, and so I put up, he is turning in his grave, seeing how you have sold out this country for which he fought so hard for. Sinn Féin are traitors. That's every Sinn Féin post that goes up there. They just get Sinn Féin are traitors.
Are you not blocked?
No.
She blocked me years ago.
No,
I mean, years ago. Yeah.
She has me blocked. They all have me blocked on Twitter, but not on TikTok.
Yeah, very good for TikTok.
Yeah. Twitter, I am. Sure, everyone's blocked. She has everyone blocked. After the State of the Union, the radical left went crazy. It was amazing. I have to say, he called them all out. The American public seeing them for what they were. I'm being honest with you. Anti-America. If you're not with me, if you're not with this stand-up, or if you're with this stand-up, and they all sat down, they wouldn't even look, and they knew he had caught them. They knew well he had caught them.
What do you take? What do you take of or make of the latest Israeli incursion into Iran
with America?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. No, I know.
The Israeli incursion.
Yeah. It's the cripple them. That's all. It'll cripple everything.
But my old fella always, and he stands by this, and he's been saying this for years. It's about the forever war.
Yeah,
it's about the forever war. There has to be a war going on somewhere at all the time. It's to keep prices high. It's to keep the military-industrial complex moving, making sure that everybody's getting their shekels and everybody's getting paid. And what they've done, though, is very, very terrifying, because globally, radical Islam now has 20 new martyrs to kill in the name of, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to, I think there was a shooting in America already, wasn't there? Like, terrorism is going to go off the charts again. It's going to go off the charts. It's going to be bombings left, right, and center. I put up a post there a while ago. Look, I have no faith in Garda Síochána or the government, but if you can do anything to fucking help our people, you need to. Anybody that's on your watch list, you need to get them out of the country now. Just deport them. Just get them out of the country now. There's enough of them there to actually do harm now. If they're on a watch list, get them out of the country and fucking do what you're supposed to do. Protect Irish people, because they're going to go mad. There's going to be bombings over the next year. It's just going to be bombing after bombing after bombing.
Yeah, it's gonna end up like Sweden. We'll have no-go areas. The lads ran them out of the place. Did you see the one down with the East Link where they had the encampment? They ran them out. Of a fair play to the lads for doing it. And I urge everyone to do that. Don't let them nest in anywhere near where you're living or where your kids are living. Get them out of there. Get them back to where 54 people were deported yesterday back to South Africa. There's tens of thousands on the list of deportations. Why aren't they being deported? They should be going 4 and 5 planes a day. Cheerio, out you go. This is just to appease the people who watch the news. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're doing something. Oh, look, we're doing something.
Yeah,
but that'd be my number one concern now. Forget about basically if they're on a watch list, get them out of the country. Don't care where you send them back to whatever shithole they came from. Just get them out of the country. Because, like I said, there's going to be some bad. It doesn't matter where you stand. I don't care. I have no skin in the game. I don't care about the Middle East. I don't care about America. I only care about Ireland. I don't care, but I care that there's going to be a global knock-on effect in relation to that we're ill prepared for. Like I said, they've created 20 odd martyrs for radical Islam, and people will kill in their name, and that's what we're facing into now. You know, it's fucking.
Speaking of Islam, right? This is a lady who came from Islam to become a Christian. And she's speaking to, the guy she's speaking to, it was Tommy Robinson's mate, your man, the bald guy. He's a good guy. So there's 3 videos here. I'm going to play them one after another, right? And we'll come back and talk about it. But this lady knows what she's talking about.
Because if you look at the nations that have Islamic ideology as their head of their nation, they have Islamic law. You look at these nations and you look and you see Iran as one of those nations, what happens when a people are governed by Islam? They end up rebelling. They end up wanting to get out of that. It's oppressive. It's controlling. Nobody wants Islamic law. And this is why we're seeing what we're seeing in Iran right now. We're seeing these lions that have arisen, that are resisting and rebelling against this ideology. So Islamophobia, I believe, is used, it's unnecessary. I believe it's used to control, to gag and to muzzle. I believe it's used to just take people's right of free speech away. That's what I believe. And I believe that it's not necessary, right? This is what concerns me about Islam, okay? Because I believe there's an agenda in this nation for Islam to just take over.
It's strange because the more Muslims that enter the country, the less we're allowed to talk about them. It should be the other way around.
6.5% of the UK population have so much power and are able to even dictate now and sway laws. There is not incidents that happen against Muslims, terror incidents. There is not like mass-scale incidents where Muslims are killed, slaughtered, butchered, are at risk of their safety, physical safety on a mass scale, like non-Muslims are from Islam. Okay, so we don't need an Islamophobia law. We need a Christophobia law, actually, that protects Christians and other people from Islam. That's what we need.
Facts.
That's the first one. There's two more to go, but it is all facts. And she hits the nail on the head straight away. I'm going to do this one here now.
I'm interested in who you think's behind Islamic migration. And it's strange because the more Muslims that enter the country, the less we're allowed to talk about them. It should be the other way around. So what's your theory on who's behind it all?
So what we're seeing is 6% of the UK population is Muslim, 6.5%. 6.5% of the UK population have so much power and are able to even dictate now and sway laws. An Islamophobia law would be necessary if there was incidents against Muslims that warranted that level of protection for Muslims. There is not incidents that happen against Muslims, terror incidents. There is not like mass-scale incidents where Muslims are killed, slaughtered, butchered, are at risk of their safety, physical safety on a mass scale, like non-Muslims are from Islam. Okay, so we don't need an Islamophobia law. We need a Christophobia law, actually, that protects Christians and other people from Islam. That's what we need. Who's behind? You asked me who was behind the Islamic migration. It's very interesting because if you look at the illegal immigration, those that are coming in on the small boats, most of them are coming from nations like Afghanistan, Sudan, Somalia, Eritrea. They're coming from Muslim nations. These nations, I'm not talking about extremism now. I'm talking about on a national level, these nations hate Christianity. Christianity is most persecuted by these nations. Christians in those nations, where the majority of the people coming into the UK on the small boats are coming from, and they're Muslim. Muslim, coming from nations that hate Christianity, right? And those nations, the persecution Christians face in those nations is unmatched. It's unlike anywhere else in the world.
She's spitting some truths out there, isn't she? Jesus Christ. Wow. Now, the stages of Islam. Here she talks about the stages of Islam.
I believe with the immigration we're seeing, I do believe there's an agenda to come here and to make this nation an Islamic nation.
Islamify it.
Look at Whitechapel, Tower Hamlets, the councillors, the mayor, all Muslim, okay? What Muslims are good at doing, I'll say I respect this about them, is they're good at getting into places of power and dominating and controlling.
Playing the long game.
There's several stages of Islam. Stage one is that they come in as victims. We need refuge, we need safety, we need protecting. Stage two is that then they try to influence culture, they try to influence government, they try to even, like, you see them gathering in mass. You see them gathering in mass amounts of people. You saw it in Whitechapel in October. 1,000 men march in the streets, masked up, intimidating. I mean, crazy. You just think about even what the government have said about other marches that have took place. Yeah. You see what, it's intimidating. It's threatening towards Muslims. This is not, Keir Starmer's very open about this, that we're not having this in our nation. We will not have this Islamophobic behavior. But at the same time, 1,000 Muslim men masked up, march in the street, shouting Allahu Akbar, like looking intimidating, doesn't say anything. Silent. No comment. You'll find Sadiq Khan or Keir Starmer doesn't say anything. So coming back to your question, because I want to answer it, is Islam is trying to dominate the UK the same way as it dominated Egypt, the same way as it dominated Iran, the same way as it's dominated every other nation that was previously not Muslim. They are trying to do it here.
That's exactly what they're doing here too.
So we're at stage 1.5. That's where we are at the minute. The Trojan horse for Islam in Ireland is Umar al-Qadri.
Yes.
So his job is to sell the sanitized version of Islam. The I'm friendly, we all just want to coexist. We all want to get along together. He's dipped his toe in politics. It's actually interesting because him dipping his toe in politics gave us an idea of what kind of numbers they have. He got in his own area when he ran as a TD 348 votes, I think, something like that. So small enough. I think he's got like 500 in the area that his mosque is, or where he does his teachings or whatever. He has about 500 people, right? That's a significant number of people, and you have to remember that's men now. That's not men, women, and children. That's 500 men that he has. In the EU's, he got about 4,500. You would imagine predominantly most of those were from the inner city area, from actually Dublin itself, as opposed to the entire electoral area. But it gives you an idea of.
Oh, he ran in the presidential as well. He got a couple of thousand in that.
I don't have that figure off.
He did get a couple of. I think he got about 1,200. I think he didn't get very many.
So but 1,200 is still 1,200. It's a lot, but it shows where they're at the minute. And what, like I said, he's the Trojan horse. He sells the softly approach and denounces all the radical extremism, etc., etc., etc.
Well, he is the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood, self-proclaimed leader of the Muslim Brotherhood, and then said he wasn't.
It's very, very, very hard. It's even hard to find. Best I can find is he was born in Pakistan, moved to the Netherlands when he was 1. He is a Dutch citizen. He's also got Irish citizenship, but he's of Pakistani heritage. He went back to Pakistan at age 14 to do his teachings and get his doctorate, etc., etc. Hard to find his net worth, but he's a rich boy. He's got a lot of money, but it's very hard to find his net worth. He's apparently an entrepreneur. He signs off all of the halal certification. Have your CRO number, buddy. Going looking into your company soon. So it's a case of he is a Trojan horse. What comes behind him? What they're doing at the minute is he'll sell publicly the softly approach, but there's men training in this country. There's men planning in this country. The guards have said it. They've said it out loud that they are monitoring. They have people on watch lists. My ask is for my people, deport these people. Get them out. It doesn't matter whether you can prove it in court. Round them up. Get them out. It will save lives. And it's the right thing to do. Just get them out. The whole lot.
Philip Ware is saying that what Al-Qadri is doing is called Muruna. Muruna, Islamic supreme weapon of infiltration. Yeah. And he's good at it. He's good at it. He has everybody on. Well, he has all the gobshites on his side,
We see. You have to give them their dues, right? He's not a stupid man.
The Jews, you're not allowed to give them Jews. Stop talking about Jews.
He is smart. He is well educated. He is a master manipulator. He is allowed to. His doctrine, his faith, allows him to lie to us. You have to remember that. This is the most important thing when you're speaking to an Islamic enemy. They are allowed, through their doctrine, lie to you. You're a non-believer. They can lie to you. So this is the most important thing. In his head, he's not doing anything wrong. Islam's role is to spread. It's as simple as that. That is its primary definition. Convert, 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 convert. And, you know, I don't want to give the guy too much airtime, but it's people need to be very, very mindful in your community of what these groups of men are doing. Just keep an eye on them. Just watch what they're doing. Let them know that the people in your community are watching them. It might deter them from doing something extreme.
Who's going to round them up? Well, shit in the Dina, we get the security crowd going, then we'll see. Can we do that for you? We'll see.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we do that, and we'd all end up in prison. And actually, funnily enough, I had a conversation with a gentleman that was very interesting. He said that's actually the best thing that could happen. If you know our history, we should all get rounded up, fucked into the same prison somewhere, and that's where you actually plan your rebellion. All the men locked up together for fucking 4 or 5 years, then you fucking plan your shit and come out. Then you have your fucking army. Excuse me for cursing. Sorry, apologies. Sorry, Orla, you're watching.
She's not watching. I'd say she's in bed. She's not well. She's knackered, she said. But I hope everyone's keeping well.
She's a busy woman. She is a busy woman.
Christ, she is busy, and she's busy again this week as well. We'll be talking more about it on Wednesday night show. So yeah, she's a busy bee this week too. We're all busy this week. Yeah, I was going to go down and see if I could go down to Patrick McGreal's thing on Wednesday. I think it's the 4th in Westmeath in Mullingar. I might go down just to talk to him and cover it, you know.
There's something else coming up. Oh no, hang on, it's the 1st of April. Tusla is the 1st of April, isn't it?
Yeah. All and then the thing is Wednesday and Thursday here. The sleep out at the Doll is Wednesday and Thursday. The national shutdown. That is Wednesday and Thursday. I'll plug it again this evening. I won't be going myself, but I will plug it for you, lads. No problem. You know, can't post to some destinations. Why is he not supported? Get well, Orla. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Why is he not deported? He is on a watch list or so. Why is he on a watch list? Yeah. Course away, Martin. And Paul, make the best of all of being sick.
No. The repercussions aren't worth it. The repercussions just aren't worth it.
The worst can happen is she watches it back and you get a stern bollock.
No, I can't. I'm not.
Listen, you haven't been scolded. You haven't been scolded by Orla. If you haven't been scolded by Orla, you're in for a treat. I swear to God. Hadn't you, Martin?
I'm not taking another one this year.
It's just not worth it.
What about us women? Can we be putting the men's prisons too? You can, Jesus. Yeah.
You can if you listen. You can
identify as a man. Yeah, we'll all get together and we'll figure this thing out.
But there's another one of them happening as well at the minute. There's a bloke, woman, she are they getting done only last week and looking to go into a women's prison.
I didn't see that one.
And it's a bloke in Ireland. Yeah, I did. I seen it last week. I thought we spoke about it on the show last week. Yeah, it's all about the optics. Yes, sheepdog. Bollocks, the Irish state allows it. Cowardice or complicit or whatever. They changed the finance laws in 2011 to allow for Muslims, traitors, a lot of them, allowing that shithead into Ireland. And yes, I agree. Free Enoch, work and family. Yes. Are the others still in? Apologies for those who tried to watch the show on the website. Meta now own the website builder, and it seems interference seems to occur at 9 p.m. every Wednesday and dumbest evening.
I presume it means Sunday evening.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Angela Leggett, one sleepover for me was enough. Remember, Martin? Yeah.
That was, do you know what? That was great fun. It was great to meet people. It was completely and utterly pointless and useless because we didn't achieve anything. Bar good fun and good networking, which was really good. I mean, look, the protests are done, guys. They're just. It's a case of if you want to really, really make a difference, your own community. Just focus on your own community. Try the national movement.
Good. Yeah. I'll tell you now what's going to happen. On the 1st of March, 2026, you've heard this here. A child is going to get attacked or something bad is going to happen. Like what happened the other day. Maybe a child's going to get killed or something's going to happen and it's going to cause the whole country to go into uproar. And then one of the nationalist lads, we all know who, will call a march. And then we're all back into the same shithole again, marching up a bleeding thing and back down again and nothing happening. The action time is now. It's now. Simple as. And you need to be doing it in your area, as you said, Martin. At the end of the day, Paul Murphy and all them gobshites, are all fixing potholes and doing shit around Tallaght and everything else. Whatever needs to be done, football pitches, nothing else. That's how they're getting the votes. We're out here shouting to our hearts' content.
Paul, you lost sound there. You muted.
Yeah, I'm back now, am I?
Yeah,
we're shouting about immigration and about this and about that, and people don't care.
Yeah,
people want the potholes fixed. They want their. They do.
Well, a
lot of people do.
They do care, but they just. Yeah, they want to do it a lot. But that's it. Look, I just moved. That's kind of why I'm living somewhere else now permanently, and that's it. I'm building in that community. I met a guy over the weekend there who's part of the Arts and Drama and Music Society. I'll be getting into that. There's a badminton club. I'll be joining and just join everything so we can have the conversations. And then, as I said, we used to have a system in Ireland. We used to live in tuas. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but there were tuas. There were small little fiefdoms, small little kingdoms, about 100, 150 people. You know what I mean? You had your chief and you had your brehon and you had you just need to go back to that. Build your small little network. Have your food supplier. Know the guy you can get beef off. Know a guy you can get eggs off, or girl. And basically, that's it. Join the local communities, have the conversations, get involved in the community, encourage neighborhood watches, the likes of Shin Nadina. Encourage that concept in your locality, so women can walk safely together at night time, and men should be out on the streets. You know what I mean? Every night of the week, just keeping an eye out. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you believe people to be not for the benefit of your community, and this includes the Irish criminals. And everybody, I don't care what color you are. If you're causing hassle in society and you're peddling drugs and you're causing any sort of discontent in the community, everybody needs to put the hairy eyeball on them. Everybody needs to put the hairy eyeball on them and make them very, very uncomfortable. Make it so they can't go to the pub. Make it so they can't walk the street. You know what I mean? Without people giving them mild intimidation with looks and comments. I won't say any more than that. And then keep an eye on the vape shops, keep an eye on the barbers, keep an eye on the comings and goings of your new to the parish, but just do it locally. Just do it in your own area. Build your own little thing. Call it what you like. If you want support, Shin Nadine will be there. But if you want to go and do your own thing, go and do your own thing. The support will be there regardless. But that is the key. Build locally. Build locally. Yeah. And forget about guys calling for people to go to Dublin. They're great days out, but outside that, they don't do anything. They don't achieve anything. Yeah. One of the biggest ones ever had. How many people was that? Like 50,000 people.
40 or 50,000. Yeah.
What does it do? What does it achieve? What does it achieve?
Well, it did nothing because we did nothing with that 40,000 people. There was no structure in it. Let's all just walk up and talk the same shit over and over and over again.
What do you make of Rupert Lowe in the UK?
Listen, he's saying all the right things now, but they're coming out.
So did Farage. Yeah, so did Farage. And then when Farage got a little taste of electoral success, he changed his tune.
Yeah.
But this guy Rupert Lowe, I'm beginning to think that the only way you can actually make a change politically is you have to do it from the inside. You have to be already established and you have to be wealthy, if you know what I mean, and you have to be from the political class. We talked about that everybody should just join Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael, join one of the parties in mass, and then you go to their meetings and you can actually implement their policy just through voting. We should pick one of them, pick Fianna Fáil maybe, and just everybody join it. 50,000 nationalists all of a sudden join Fianna Fáil and go in. And do you know what? If you can't change it from the inside, you can destroy it and create so much upheaval and unrest that it stops functioning as a party. You could do the same with Fine Gael. You wouldn't have as much success with the very far left, extreme left-leaning parties. But again, it's a concept. It's going to be very, very hard to get, unless you get a character like Rupert Lowe that is known, and does have a profile, and is willing to say reality out loud, unapologetically, and everybody can then get behind them. Although most people just start saying, he's a fucking Jew, or he's a Mason, or he's a this, that, and the other. Because
there's a couple of videos there from
crabs in a bucket.
I'm going to play the first one here from that they're a communist state. This is him just talking.
I think people have got to now wake up and understand that it's not only the political parties that aren't serving them. the media isn't serving them.
Well, it's the system itself.
And the essence of a free democracy is the media must act as the safeguard for the people in challenging the politicians. But the problem is they're all one big club. So I urge people, spread the word. This isn't going to happen if people don't want it. And if they want it, as I say, you can't rely on a small group of people to do this. Everybody's got to do some heavy lifting now. So everybody's got to challenge petty bureaucracy. Everyone's got to challenge, the rules, the regulations, all of the things that are oppressing us. Challenge it. Do not do it legally,
of course,
but do not allow these petty bureaucrats and these people who are supposed to be serving you. Don't allow them to push you around. They're your servant, not your master. I think what's happened is, with the proliferation of the state, the proliferation of all the regulations and all the rules and all the things that tie us down and damage our quality of life, people have lost sight of what the state is there for. It is there to serve. I think it was summed up the other day by a young kid, and they say out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, but he said to me, why is it that everybody who seems to work hard and do their best is punished, and everyone who seems to do nothing and not contribute is protected? And that's where we are. This was a kid. He could see it himself. So if he can see it, surely everybody else can see it. That's what we've got to change.
I mean, it's very clear that it must be that the villains are in charge.
I think we're probably in the hands of organised crime, Carl.
I agree. I mean, it has to be the people in charge of villains for the honest, hardworking people to be the ones who get punished. I mean, this is Solzhenitsyn's measure of what was a communist state, when law-abiding people are punished and criminals are set free.
Which we've got now.
That's exactly what's happening here as well. It's happening all around the place. He has one more here. I'm just going to play. Okay, it's our country, but they didn't get in. The Greens got in, didn't they, in Manchester?
So I want to thank everybody. I want to say that my team and myself, the team's growing. We've got lots of enthusiastic young people. We all want our country back. I think we all share the same objective. I just want to say it is your country. It's your responsibility too. Please spread the word. Please continue to challenge petty authority legally. We all see mad decisions being made, such as the Chagos Islands, such as the puberty blocking trial. We see vast amounts of public sector waste and inefficiency every day. And I think the penny has dropped now that clearly what's been happening is not in the interests of the British people. We don't have long to resolve this issue. We've got to win by 2029. So please spread the word. Please get people to join up. And please, let's all unite around this theme of my country, my responsibility. And I think we can do it.
Jez, I wonder who's been promoting that message in Ireland for about the old personal responsibility, huh?
Yeah.
Wonder who that
Art
was.
of life. You need ordinary people like Paul in power. They are all cut from the same cloth. Listen to his House of Lords voice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're all.
This is what I'm saying is that I don't think you're ever going to be allowed in. You have to have somebody that's already in the club, if you know what I mean, so to speak. And then you get into trust issues, and you're thinking, oh, who's pulling the strings, and is this all part? But look, it's just an example of we'll wait and see. We'll give it a year and wait and see what happens. Like I said, Farage spoke exactly the same way when he first came on the scene and was there for years. And he's talking about as soon as he got a sniff of power. I wonder, is the gun put to your head? As soon as they see that you're actually getting somewhere, does the guy in the suit come up and whisper in your ear saying, this is now what you're going to do and this is how it is? The same way when the president is elected in the US, he goes for a very special meeting with the power behind the fucking curtain, as every president has, whenever the deep state took over. But I'm wondering, is that it? That as soon as you have enough influence, you just get that tap on the shoulder and you're told, listen, laddie, this is how it is and this is what you're going to do, or you know what I mean, we release your dirtiest secret, or you just mysteriously die of a heart attack, and that'll be the end of you. That's what I'm saying. Forget about big government. You don't need Forget about them. You don't need them. You don't need them. You just work away in your own little community and live your life to the best of your ability and protect your tribe. And forget about what they're doing in Dáil Éireann. Ignore them. Just completely ignore them. You live your life. And like, I do like the sentiment of petty bureaucracies. Just say no to those petty bureaucrats. You get letters in the thing saying you're fine for this. You've no agreement with these people. You've no contract with these people. You throw any literature that comes with a harp on it into the bin and you ignore it and you live your life. Avoid paying as much tax as possible because the state is not spending your tax money wisely. So if you're in a position to avoid paying it, don't pay it because they're only squandering it. And
John Flynn is just writing there. What about Trump and Netanyahu killing 168 girls in a school yesterday in Iran, murdering bastards? Why are you not talking about that? Because there's nothing I can do for that.
Well, I did. Yeah, John, in fairness, I did. It was the first thing I said in the show. Why? It's the very first thing when I came on. I said, do they not realize that they've just created 20 Islamic martyrs? That's all they've done. All they're doing is continuing the forever war.
And that's why I don't get involved with Palestine or Israel or any of them. Nothing got to do with us. We need to fix here.
Yes,
this country what needs to be fixed. Yeah. I don't care about other countries. I really don't. Trump must have written the statement the Brits shared. It's a country. I don't know. Colin, to be honest. All 120,000 civil servants are not responsible for anything. If they mess up, just move to another department, never sacked, and don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, you break it down to the simple figures. A third of the
these are all NGOs, lads. All of these unions are all NGOs.
A third of the country works directly or indirectly for the state. A third of the country doesn't work, and a third of the country foots the bill for everything. And that's pretty much your labor force breakdown. So of course the system is protected because people don't want to lose their jobs. They like their cushy numbers. They like their Monday to Friday civil servant job. They like their perks. They like their this, that, and the other. That's why a lot of people don't want to speak. And you know what? I can't blame them. I've lost jobs, not job, a bloody whole career because of my public stance. So it does come at a cost. So yeah, look, people are. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but your average human is a coward. And that's a reality. There's very few people who actually are willing to live what they say, and that would be the difference between the majority of the people in the chat here, Paul, yourself, myself, our colleagues, and all the other patriots around the country. That's the difference. We try our best to live what we talk, whereas most people just want to, they want an easy life. They just want to be left alone.
Religious or not, we must be vigilant. The devil never takes a vacation. He's always on our case. Oh, I agree.
Absolutely. Be aware of your own demons. Be aware of your own demons.
Go fight then, Michael Dennis. Fight where? I didn't get any of them. So what about solutions? Whinging and whining is not a solution.
Local. There's your solution. Forget about the nationalist movement. We don't have a leader. We don't have funding. There's no coherent... And there is a massive crabs in the bucket mentality and a class system as well in Ireland. People mightn't like to talk about it, but there is. Everybody's fighting with everybody, bickering with everybody, and certain people won't talk to other people, etc., etc. Forget about it all. Local. Look where you live. You're in a state. How many people are aligned to you in a state? Start an organization. Start a group. It can be a book reading club. You know what I mean? Whatever. Where you can. Then you expand and you expand and you expand. Go and talk to the other people, whoever is down in the the lady that runs the hall, you know what I mean, that's always there for on the bingo hall, or does the sandwiches for the funerals and all that kind of stuff. There's 3 or 4 of those women in every single community. They know everybody and they know everything. Go help them and talk to them, because I guarantee you, everybody over the age of 60 is bloody terrified of what's happened to the country. They just won't say it out loud. But you can have a quiet word in their ear, and you can help out a little bit in the community and sell a few buns and cakes and help out with whatever. And there's your door into your local community. And like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing where I live now. And I've no interest in doing anything else. To do the show, do the podcast, and then just work in that small little area that I live in, and see can I make it better. And that's it. Nothing else to be done.
I just want to say hello to Joyce. Joyce is in the jungle in Peru, and she's watching us there tonight. So
what?
If you're there,
hey Joyce.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
do what? Walking or holidaying or?
Yeah, she does these spiritual things, and
very good.
Mental.
Enjoy. Stay safe.
Fair play to her. Yeah, and stay safe. Yeah, I'll see you next week or the week after when you're home. But yeah, we'll give you another shout out Wednesday night probably, and again next week, because she got a new thing that she can get the internet while she's there. So she said I'll be watching the show. So
that's brilliant.
If you're watching, hi.
Watching from Peru. Yeah. Cool.
And I also have Gavin watching from the hospital. Gavin's young son had a big operation the weekend. So
is he okay?
Jack,
I've seen that.
Yeah, Jack, get well soon, son. Fair play to you. We're all rooting for you. So get well, yeah. Hello, Joyce. Take care in Peru. Yeah. I think it's Peru. I know it's a jungle, but I think it's Peru. Yeah, it is. Yeah, sure. It is.
The big part of the Amazon hits Peru, doesn't it?
Sarah Mary Louise, what's the story with Paul's voice? You think his voice is grand? I don't know.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Paul, I sent you your campaign picture. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see. You wanker.
Throw it up. Is it clean?
Councillor Janice Boyle.
Can you share?
It's clean, yeah. Yeah, of course you can share. No problem. Young man. Thanks for that, Mark. Good man, Mark. Fair play to you. Wanker. Once upon a time, there was Irish ways and Irish law. Yeah,
Brehon laws
anymore.
Yeah. I'm not finished yet. I put it down and I just have the time to pick it back up again. But the Joe Kerrigan book on Brehon laws is fantastic. Highly recommended. Available in all good bookshops and stuff like that. But it's a wonderfully whimsical read of how our ancient society was structured, and there was a law for everything. It's very, 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 very good. I have another book I got by Joe Kerrigan again, Irish Myths and Legends. I haven't started it yet, but I need to find time, a couple of hours, just to sit and get through that.
Looking into the Trinity, you'd get into Trinity looking like that, Paul.
Get into Trinity College,
yeah.
Actually, speaking of colleges, Trinity is the only university. Every single one of them have pulled off Twitter and advised all their staff and students. Is that true, or is that anybody in the comments?
I know the young one who's running for the student body president. Do you know you can get an abortion? You can get an abortion in Trinity College. That's weird, isn't it? She's pushing for more of that as well. That's why she reckons she's going to get in. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I saw something that flashed up across my feed about that they were it might have been from Owen Lenihan, that all of the colleges had pulled off X, and they were encouraging all the students to do so. I think the left is losing, and they've been losing so badly now for a couple of years that they can no longer. They don't have the power and sway that they did. So they're running to the hills, and what they'll do is they'll just go over to Blue Sky and stay in their little echo chamber and debate. You see, that's on What Now Irishman. Any leftist who watches this to try and catch us out or anything like that, I want to talk to you. I want to have a conversation with you. I want to have a debate with you. Civil, polite, nice. I want to communicate with everybody. I want to hear your point of view, and I want to understand how you form your thoughts, etc., etc. But running away to another platform it's cowardice. It just means that we're right and you're wrong and you can't argue your points. So the left should stay on Twitter, and there should be. I know there's a lot of silly back and forth and nastiness and stuff like that, but everybody should be open to debate. And the guys with left-leaning channels, YouTube channels, or whatever, should be inviting people from the right on as well to have a good structured debate. We fix nothing. At the end of the day, our enemy is actually the same, believe it or not. We're just on two separate sides of the fence, but it's the same enemy. Unfortunately, you've been manipulated a little bit more than we have, from my point of view. But open the conversation. Guys in the center, guys in the left, come have a talk, come have a chat, and let's see where the commonality is. Or maybe just find out that there is no commonality and we can just actually shut off you know what I mean, completely, and you just live over there and we live over here. Maybe that's the solution also, but we're never going to find out unless we talk about it.
Colin McManaman there, the left aren't left anymore. They're gone off the charts. Yes, they are.
It's just, but you have to look at them. You have to look at, when I see the lefties, I see very unhappy men in their 50s and 60s. I see broken, easily manipulated children, probably that didn't grow up in a kind of a well-structured normal household. Everybody wants to fit somewhere, you know, and if it's easy to, and there's a huge amount of loneliness and sadness out there, and life is difficult and life is hard, so it's very easy for the communist ideologies, to the Marxist ideologies, to hoover people up, you know. But again, it's just something we should be doing. We should be talking to everybody, and we should be having conversations with, especially with enemies, because it's a case of you need to know your enemy better than you know your friends. It's as simple as that. If you want victory, you have to understand your enemy. And you know, maybe we're not that different. There's extremists on both sides, but maybe most people are actually just a little bit misguided and a little bit ill-informed. But yeah, anyway, that's just a shout out there for anybody from the left wants to come on, have a chat and whatnot. Irishman, do it.
See, they won't come on because they can't have a chat. That's the problem. They can't sit down and have a conversation without shouting at you and calling you a racist and a bigot and a homophobe and a transphobe and
it doesn't matter.
Phobe.
It doesn't matter, because I'm tribalist. When I say that proudly, I call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I know what I am. I'm tribalist. My tribe comes first. Simple as that.
Yeah, I sent you a video there, Paul. If you want the smoke break, I'll shut Martin up. I'm actually pulling it down now, John. I have to pull it in and edit it and then throw it back onto this. So it's going to take a couple of minutes, and anyway, but it's working. Yeah, it's coming through now.
If I'd feelings, I'd be hurt.
Let me tell you, I know. Seeing what's happening in China is real. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right, I'm going to play the Dunshaughlin thing that the Irish Git has put out, and there's an attack in Cork this guy is talking about as well. We'll talk about that too. But I'm going to play the Git, okay? And we'll come back and talk about this Dunshaughlin one, right?
Garda Síochána, court appearance, burglary, Dunshaughlin, County Meath, 25th of February 2026. Issue date, today the 27th of the 2nd, 2026. Gardaí investigating a burglary at a domestic residence in Dunshaughlin, County Meath, on Wednesday 25th of February 2026 have charged a man aged in his late 20s in connection with the investigation. The male will appear before Navan District Court today, Friday 27th of February 2026 at 10:30 a.m. As this matter is before the courts, a Garda spokesperson is not available. From the owner of the house on Facebook: this dirty fucker ran into my house in Lagore Lawn, Dunshaughlin this evening. He chased my daughter up the stairs, dragged her into the bathroom, shut the door and then tried to rape her. Her brother ran up the stairs, kicked in the bathroom door and dragged him out. My daughter had to run into the neighbour's house screaming that a fellow was trying to rape her in the house, only for my son that is 13 years old saved his sister, and then the neighbours that helped her. The guards were called and took his underwear out from his pockets and asked him what he was going to do. And he told them I was going to rape her, a 16-year-old, in her own house. Some medias are reporting that it was just a burglary. Others are reporting that it was a burglary and attempted sexual offence. The Gardaí don't mention the attempted rape of a 16-year-old. And that's not because it didn't happen. That's because they're scumbags that work on behalf of the state. Not for us, the people. And trust me, this isn't the first time. They cover up a lot. The accused, who can't be named for legal reasons. He would be named if he was Irish, because he's not known to the victim. But he's not Irish, is he? People like me are labelled racist and far right, when we warn you that things like this are going to happen if you import any amount of unknown people into the country. And it's only going to get worse. To a huge number of these low IQ imports, this is normal behaviour. Oh, and speaking of low IQ, ye say it loud, say it clear, every Tom, Dick and Mudhut dweller is welcome here, crowd. You've played your part in this, and you're part responsible for all these victims, and their suffering in the future. And you see this as well, sitting there on the ground nice and cosy after that happened. Mark my words on this, if he came into my house, he'd have full-blown rigor mortis. And you can take that to the bank with you.
Oh, I like that ending.
I agree. And I've watched a couple of videos over the weekend of fathers standing outside toilets while transgender people trying to get into the toilet where their daughters are going to the toilet. And they're shouting, oh, that's my right. Your man says, if you go in that door, I'm going to just give you that. You'll be on your arse. He said, you're not going in the door when my daughter's in there. The same is, like, you look at this, a quiet area. I walked into my, over to the kids. I went over on Wednesday evening or Thursday after I heard this. And I walked in and I just opened the door and walked in. And I just said, what's going on here? I said, I told you to keep this door locked at all times. Now my ex goes on that I'm overboard and I say this and I say that, and she said, well, what's wrong now? I said, have you seen what happened in Donohoe last night? No, but you're going to tell me. And threw her eyes up to heaven. And Kira turned around and says, Mum, a girl was attacked in her own house in her toilet. Kira, my daughter, could tell her that. You know what I mean? And she knew none of it. You know, I thought to myself, even the kids know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? So I told them, I said, make sure you lock that door. I said, make sure you're not walking on your own. I said, there's always 2 or 3 of you together. I said, because these fuckers are pulling up. I'm sorry for cursing, but it really gets me. These are driving around, pulling up in cars, black cars. 3 cars last night I seen around Donohoe, Baldoyle and Kilbarrack. Black Audis, right? I seen one of them was stopped by the police. Now, I don't know why they were stopped by the police. But are these fellas just driving around, grabbing kids? I don't know, okay?
They're planning it and talking about it, thinking about it. Yes. And it's only a matter of time till they strike.
But again, if you remember, we go back to last year or the year before last, it was about a year and a half ago. The guy in Limerick, I think it was, these black guys tried to abduct his daughter at the garage. And he got them and he put out tweets and this, that, and the other, what he wasn't going to do with them. And they arrested him for it. He was charged for that. Like, if a father can't protect his children, what's the point of living? I'm sorry. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to protect our children. And we're here to protect your children too. If we get into power or if we get into adultery or something like that, that's what we're fighting for. It's all your kids, not just my kids. But as the kid said there, rigor mortis would have been said. And I'm going to be honest with you. Anything happens to anyone I know, I'll just gut them. I'll hang them over a pole and I'll gut them. I don't give a fuck. That's how strongly I feel about this.
There was a story a few years back, and it came up again there. I think you know that Radio Genoa or Geneva, that it's a big X account, European X account. But they posted the story about the 1,000 rapes in one night in Cologne. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, in New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So that in reality is coming to Ireland, as in once their numbers are big enough, they'll go on a rampage. They will do that. They're not. Look, they're just not the same as us. It's as simple as that. They're just not the same as us. And we have an opportunity to stop that before it happens. But it's like Rupert Law says, it's up to the people. It's up to you. If you're willing to change voting habits, protect your own community, willing to get a militia or whatever you want to call it, neighborhood watch, you know, but you have to do it. Yeah. Simple as that. You have to do it.
Yeah, I know. But that was one thing. Sorry, Louise, what's she saying? But Paul, it's not normal to even have to think about protecting the kids. I hate the phrase new normal. Yes, I know.
Agree.
But this is like, how many women is listening to us here tonight? How many of you feel safe walking around this country? I can guarantee you 100% of you in this chat are not safe and you don't feel safe. So women are not happy about this. A lot of older women are not happy about this. You hear them talking about down at the mass with my man, the whole lot, but they don't tell anyone else about it. You know what I mean? It's like a little echo chamber they have down at the mass. You know what I mean? Because nobody is helping them out here. It's disgusting. Just disgusting. They want to break down of society. Yes.
Yeah.
Triple lock. The triple lock rally outside DCC tomorrow, Monday, the 2nd of March, from 5 to 7. To show support for this motion and urge councillors to preserve and defend. And who's leading the rally? I'd say it's Sinn Féin or somebody. Yeah. Sinn Féin have jumped on every bandwagon in the last 6 months. Every bandwagon in the last 6 months. They have. Yeah. I have said it from my eldest, who's 43 now. I will happily do life if anyone harms a hair on his head. As a grandparent, I now say that one. Yeah, I'm saying, not a grandparent, but I do say it.
Good woman.
No, not safe. Nope. There's all the women. Look, no, not safe. On alert when I see migrants. Yeah, everyone is. You know what I mean? Yeah, our kids are under attack, especially with radical left ideologies. Yeah. I haven't felt safe in Ireland for over 10 years. That's disgusting. They have an iPass centre right across the road from my girls' school, all girls' school. See, I'd be camping outside that school, lads. I'm being honest with you. It's the duty of a man to protect women and children. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to stop you from doing that duty. Colin, the Sinn Féin party of the past, many martyrs torn their grave. Yeah. And they're losing an awful lot of money from the States now, I'm being honest with you.
That's what happens.
But if anybody from the States wants to give us a dig out through Ireland Force or Gale Force Media, feel free to reach out and give us a dig out. If you want to give us a few funds to keep running what we're doing and get this country back, please do, because we need to expand out to America and everywhere else, because it doesn't seem to be happening here. And I'm going to just put this up while I'm talking about it. The boy has a coffee. Yeah, my throat is at the ground a bit. I think I need a cup of tea.
Have you a long video to play there? Because it's nearly smoke time, I'd say.
Yeah, I haven't got a long one. There's a 3-minute one there that got sent in to me. Yeah.
Yeah, look, any support, much appreciated. As you know, we don't do this for any
from anywhere
game whatsoever. But the website costs money to keep running. The show costs money to keep running. You know what I mean? There's expenses for doing interviews and stuff like that. There's that's still so funny though that the Anthony's video is actually trying to provide a genuine service for a homeless person.
Yeah,
that's what got it. That's what got his.
That's what took everything down. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I was thinking about it, and if you think about it, it makes sense. That's encroaching into the NGO sector. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're encroaching into the NGO sector, and they want to protect their state funds. They don't want people going out. They don't want helping people, homeless people on the street, because you'll find out then that
we need to help more homeless people. That's what we need to be doing, helping homeless people. Even if it's only a $5, I gave a guy a $5, I know you up outside the shop, and jeez, all he was trying to do was kissing me bleeding feet. Like, you know what I mean? It was, listen, I walked out, I had 15 quid. I just thought, here, there's a $5. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give it to foreigners. I'm sorry. And if I see them Romans, I run them. What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. I run them all the time. But anyway, lads, if you want to buy us a coffee, there's the Revolut there, please. And thank you.
Did you actually see the amount of NGOs that are registered in the UK?
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all multinational industries, and they're getting money from the government. They're pretending they're charitable organizations. They're not. They're companies. They're profit-making companies registered outside of the state. Don't unless you know it's a local. If your local bloody whatever club is looking for a few pound and there's people standing in the streets with buckets, throw them in a few quid, you know what I mean? And you know it's the local. I'm not going to say GA because the GA is minted, right? But your local badminton club or tennis club or whatever, throw them a few pounds, you know what I mean? Or your local rugby club or whatever. But outside of that, stop giving money to charitable organizations, because they're not charitable organizations. They're for-profit companies with directors, boards of management, huge salaries, and none of the money you give ever gets anywhere to helping what they claim it is it's supposed to do.
Yeah. I'm just going to read this here. There's a Deliveroo guy who accosted 3 girls in Clontarf last week, 3 separate incidents, ages between 8 and 10 years of age. Yes, this happened in Clontarf last Sunday week, as far as I know. This day 2 weeks ago. We reported on it on the Wednesday, and guys rang me, oh, Paul, you can't say that, you can't. Listen, I said, people need to know what's going on. I said, if I was living in that area, I'd want to know if there was a guy going around there accosting kids, and it seems he sexually assaulted one of the kids. But the Gardaí have not come out with anything, nothing. You know, as I said, this needs to be highlighted in every area. I remember this happened in Dungarvan about 3 years ago. I had only started the show, and a girl got raped, and she was told by the guards not to go ahead with the thing. What happened was, this girl's niece rang me and said she wants to do an interview with you. It was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I said, right, I'll get on to it. So I rang her up, and the niece answered the phone. She said, listen, we've had to be told we can't speak to anyone. That's it. No talking to anyone. So that interview went by the wayside. Yeah.
again, go back to local community. You know where your local Garda station is. You start your community watch network, and then you have 3 representatives that plague, and I mean plague, that Garda station.
Yeah.
That you're in there every single day. Every sniff of a story you get, you go in with your phone on and you say, I would like safety information on this incident so my community is safe. And then you send another person in, and then you send another person in, and another person in. And eventually the guards will start dealing with you, or they'll actually go, do you know what? These people are such a pain in the backside. We're actually just going to go and arrest the person that is the perpetrator, and we'll make sure he's in the courts. They might actually do their job. Plague your local Garda station. Your taxes pay their wages. A member of an Garda Síochána is a servant to the people of Ireland. He is there to protect by consent. Okay, so you must consent to be policed. It's in our constitution. Go in and demand that they do the protective part of their job, that they protect you as an Indigenous citizen. And again, local. Forget about the national. Just concern yourself with your own small area.
This is Brian Keegan. I'm living in Clontarf. Nobody knows anything about it. Well, Brian, it happened coming from the ballet school across the Holt Road from Dunluce over to Furry Park. Now, I did a little video last Wednesday before the show. I was going to air the video. I thought it was in the laneway there at Killester train station, so I done that. But it's a good video. I done it anyway. I'll bring it out and I'll show it next week or whatever. But this laneway, you know the laneway from Killester out onto the Holt Road over into Furry Park, that is a prime location for any of this stuff to be happening. It's a long laneway. If it's anyway getting dark at all, these kids are probably walking from there for the last 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? They don't think any different. There's nothing wrong. But you need to know that there's a man on the loose with a Deliveroo bleeding bag. And I passed by 3 Deliveroo drivers in the space of 15 minutes from Killester train station down as far as the Ramble Inn. 3 of them within the space of a mile and a half. So these guys are going around. It's like years ago when they shot the general. Do you remember? They all wore yellow bleeding jackets because half the city was wearing yellow jackets. You know what I mean? This is what it's like now. Half the city are Deliveroo drivers, you know? Yeah.
I thought we'd encourage everybody to boycott all those services. Did they not listen?
Yeah.
How is Deliveroo still in business?
Clontarf is a woke community. I've lived there for 47 years. Yeah, listen, I used to go down there. I used to rob orchards down there, Brian. That's what we used to do. We used to go down to the rich folk and rob their orchards.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I haven't robbed an orchard in years now, you know.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, Derek Domino, no risk, no reward. Counter games are great for showing the video. Yeah. They are brilliant.
Brilliant work. Well produced. Very, very good stuff. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I want to just play this here. This is it's not been sent in to me there now. I have got the video of this, but this guy puts it better. So I'm going to play this and come back.
Ireland's continuing to enjoy the bountiful benefits of open borders.
The man we're looking to identify is here in the centre of the screen wearing a green and black North Face jacket.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll provide a proper description once you see what he did.
As he walks past a group of people on Oliver Plunkett Street, he lifts his elbow and hits a woman in the head, knocking her unconscious.
I can't show the full clip for obvious reasons, but it was brutal. The video was all over X.
Conscious. Now, he quickly made his way along Oliver Plunkett Street and away from the scene, and the victim was left with a broken orbital bone on her right eye socket.
A shocking moment of violence there, Greg. What more can you tell us about that man?
Okay, finally a proper description of this scumbag.
Yeah, he's believed to be in his late 20s to mid 30s and around 5'8" in height. Now, he had a stocky build and dark hair and beard, and as I said, he was wearing that green and black North Face jacket.
Yeah. Seems the more diverse Ireland became, the memo went out to stop even bothering to provide the ethnicity of the suspects. I love how they repeatedly highlight how he was wearing a green and black North Face jacket.
Green and black North Face jacket.
As if wearing a North Face jacket is an immutable characteristic. As if he won't just never wear this jacket again, knowing the police are using it as a primary means of identifying him. As if people wearing North Face jackets are particularly prone to randomly attacking harassing women on the street. Sources confirm he was also wearing shoes. But not all green North Face jackets do this. Bloody North Face lot giving us puffer wearers a bad name. In fact, describing the colour of the jackets they're wearing is increasingly becoming a common theme.
Heading to Harcourt Street in Dublin to look at a case of assault from last year. Now here we see our male suspect in a dark coat making his way up the street. He walks through a group of people and stops to interact with them. Now as some of the group move on, the victim comes over and an altercation takes place between him and the suspect. The suspect chases the victim out onto the street and punches them. He was wearing a dark jacket and light blue jeans.
Also in Ireland, a school sent a message to parents warning them that a Deliveroo man, that's the new euphemism now, assaulted a little girl in the worst way imaginable. But when the message went public, the school seemed more horrified that it had been shared by people with far-right and anti-immigrant views, even threatening to report them to the police. Yeah. The Deliveroo man assaulting a child was pretty bad, but not nearly as bad as right-wing people online speculating as to who the Deliveroo man might be, and making any sort of connection as to why little girls are now no longer safe on the streets of Ireland.
If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.
Oh, I was all alone there for a second.
Just for a second.
And you know what? It's so good because I was going to start talking.
Yeah.
Don't ever leave me on the screen alone. You know what I do. I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy.
Oh, he's brilliant. I follow him all the time. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Did you ever reach out to him? See what he come on?
No,
chat?
no, not yet. No, I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I follow him. I've been following him a long time.
No. It's all, is he on YouTube? Is it?
He's YouTube, Twitter. He's everywhere. Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he's very good.
Maybe I have come across him before, but just the face.
Yeah. No, he's very good. He does a lot talking about the immigration, the whole lot in the UK.
Yeah.
But my question is, where is Ruth Coppinger? Where is all of these feminists, the National Women's Council, and everyone else? This young lady was taken off her feet.
Oh, she was out cold. You can tell by the legs.
She was out cold. And she was only a young one. Like, so, I would make it my business to. Would you believe?
Where's what's her name? What's that Gobby? The one that deserved to get walloped.
Crotty. Yeah, the one that got the soldier done. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Where's she?
Yeah, where's she? She put out something on. She put out something on TikTok yesterday, and I said, "Oh, nothing about the girl that got done in Cork." No, I got blocked. So, yeah. But the likes of Ruth Coppinger, she's out. Oh, women are getting trained. Women are this. Women are that. Yeah, if it doesn't suit your narrative, you don't talk about it, Ruth. You know what I mean? I'd like to see you coming out now tomorrow, Ruth, and talking about this lady and talking about how wrong this was. But because, again, I as I said, my phone is there. My phone went tits up on Wednesday, right? And I had a picture of him on my phone as a screensaver. That if I ever seen it, I only had to look at my phone and I'd see whether it was him or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to meet someone like that. He'd get one of them off me. I'm telling you now, I wouldn't give a shit. Wouldn't give a shit. Scumbags. People are sending me in loads of messages now. Oh, Jesus, look, I didn't go through. Look, oh, there's also an oath to the fact, Martin. You're joking me. The guards can't protect themselves. I'm on Substack all the time these days. Yeah, we have Substack as well. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they do, Brian. I was speaking to some local moms. Fair play to you, Angela. Yeah, you do know. So they do know about it, you know? Yes, know it well. Is that the lane at the Dart? Yes, exactly. Yeah, I didn't think it was still there. I thought it was blocked up. And I thought to myself, I'm going down here just to do a video of that. You know what I mean? I thought, this is a dangerous lane. It's about 100 yards long, this lane, and it bends in the middle. And now there's houses in it now and little nooks and crannies, you know. No, it's just not right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I saw it umpteen times. Also, Brian, the police went to the local school to speak to the principal about it. Yeah, But the police aren't telling anyone about it. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Brian Boru, the uncrowned king of Ireland. Was that 10-16? Was it 10-16? Yeah. Brian Keegan sit in the car in Clontarf on Friday night and count how many come into Clontarf. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you, Brian, if you go across is it the Alfieborn Road into East Wall, in on the right there beside the tennis courts and everything else, there's camps of them in there. We were going to go down with Shin and Adina last year and help out with it. And I put out, I reached out to the people in Clontarf. I put it out on the show here. And the words I said was, if you're not willing to help yourselves, I'm not going in to move people out of your estates. Because it's the people of Clontarf who voted all these scam artists into the Dáil. I'm being honest with you. So I'm not saying yourself, Brian. I know you probably voted for me. But you know what I mean. Fuck them, Paul. Sure, he won't miss the orchards. Yeah, this is me again with the orchards.
Oh God, this is good.
Paul
Front
Joseph
page of Sunday World tomorrow. Paul Fitzsimons, apple thief.
Gale Force Media, we are looking for a space to bring the shows to a studio setting. If anybody knows of anywhere suitable, please let us know in the comments. We did have a place. We went down and viewed a place last Sunday, and we were going to get it, and then we had a little meeting and we thought against it, and we're thinking of going somewhere else. So yeah, if anybody has anywhere,
it was a nice space.
It was a great space. Yeah, it really was. Yeah, but they weren't willing to. They weren't willing to come down in the price for us. You know what I mean? Like, it's lying idle the last 2 years. So
we're working our asses off in the background trying to build this thing and get the show very, very professional, very streamlined, get a wider audience. You know, so any support is appreciated.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't suit their agenda, Paul. That's exactly what it is. Broke her jaw. Yes, he did break her jaw. Poor child. Ruth is organising an anti-racist training camp in Dublin this month. Let me know where it is, because I'm going to go to it. Because I'm a racist. I need to go to this to get this racism out of me. I really do. Ruth, hit me up with one of them tickets, Ruth. I'd love to join you there. Yeah. Natasha Hand. That's her name. Natasha. Yeah. Good hand. Yeah. Witch. Yeah. Like, if you had to let the rest of that video be shown of what actually happened. See, this is what happens. They don't allow stuff in. If it doesn't suit the narrative, they won't allow it. You know what I mean? I'd love to see that video. I was supposed to get that video. I'm being honest with you. There was a guy meant to send me that video last year. And when it all kicked off and the whole lot, he was sending it to me. And then he again rang me. This is like
I'm sure I have that on WhatsApp on an old phone. I'm almost sure somebody sent me that.
Somebody was meant to send it to me and he didn't. Yeah.
Where she's attacking him.
Yeah. Great Irish man, Paul and Martin. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers. Seriously, we would all turn up. Yes. Yeah, the anti-racism becomes, Saturday, March 7th, Blanche, 10 a.m. Is that what it is? Lovely. I might go and ask Ruth a few questions about, if you had to say about the young girl that was attacked in Cork, Ruth, or are you just going to talk shy? You know? Yeah. I can't wait. I'm going there next Saturday. Ruth, I'll see you next Saturday. Woohoo! Yeah. And why don't they give the colour of their skin? Because they won't. This is what happens at loads of lanes in Clontarf. Yeah, on Friday. Yeah. Clontarf is full of lanes, you know. Used to be handy for robbing the orchards.
Orla's going to kill you.
Yeah. Seriously, you know the address. This needs to be arranged. Yeah. Ruth, that's a fucking joke. Oh, yes, unless you're brown or black, she will jump up and down. Yeah, I know. Seeing a Paul. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah. You know what it was show. Okay, we're nearly, are we down here? Blanchardstown next Saturday, 7th at 10 a.m. Deadly. Would you think, will I do blackface? Just to make sure. Hello, man.
Oh, no.
Hi,
No. Get the imam hats. Just put one of them on. Yeah. Turn up in a kind of a long flowing what you call it, whatever the dressing gown things they wear or something like that. Yeah. Oh, stop.
Barry Hennigan, yeah.
Do you know what, Paul? That'd be gold. That'd be so good.
Oh yeah, people
bring your prayer mat with you as well.
Bleeding SpongeBob prayer mat or something.
Yeah. Just
one of the kids' mats. A big Liverpool mat. A big Liverpool mat, and open it.
Roll it out. Yeah. Just start praying in the middle of the thing and see if they move.
Yeah. Oh, stop. Yeah, loads of lefties and cunt half. Yeah, it is. Stick on the wolf tones. Yeah. Right, well, there the end. Paul, can you drop? You can go on anti-racist, anti-protest, Paul. Yeah, of course I can. I'm against it. I'm against racism and all that stuff for you. I'll be arrested if I go for sure. I'll probably be arrested now. You'll see the public order unit, no one coming now. They'll be all over the bleeding place. Watch. I must say to Ferg and the lads, did you want to come over and show up with me just for a laugh? Go in a hijab, Paul. Yes. Hello, golly bears.
Probably get one handy. They sell all that crap in pennies, don't they? You get it handy.
Yeah.
Enough.
Do you know what you can't get, Martin? For love nor money. You know the flags, the Irish flags that go on the windows of your cars?
Yeah.
Can't get them anywhere. Cannot get them anywhere. Swear to God.
You see the left have a new tactic now because the Irish flag thing is taken off. I drive around the country a lot, and there's so many houses with the tricolour outside. So they're going with this flag for all.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
Yeah. Can I just jump off just for a second? The woman's just ringing me. I'll leave you on there for a second.
I'm going to say the worst things ever. We're going to have fun. Let's talk about the Scooby-Doos. I see that the left are trying this reclaim the flag campaign. I wonder is it a result of what's happening in Cork, where Cork City Council have declared the Irish tricolour to be litter, and they're taking the flags down. Now, the guys working down there are doing brilliant work, because every time they take flags down, they just bang new ones back up. But the left now have come up with this strategy of the tricolour is a flag for everyone. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't agree with that. Martin rant incoming, Christine. No, I'll be good, and I'm sober as well, so I'll be very, 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 very well behaved. Yeah, look, just while Paul is off, I'll just go back to what we've been saying for a very, very, very long time. There's no national movement in the country. I don't know, is it a lack of maturity? Is it poor leadership? I can't quite put my finger on it, but we cannot get a national movement off the ground. One that everybody can get behind. Small bit of a crabs in the bucket mentality, bit of classism. So, like I said, I'm just local. Just work local, work in your own little area, and try and build there. And once you've something built and I've something built, we'll meet in the middle. We will get there. We will get there. But like I said, a national movement is folly at the minute, because, like I said, just you can lay a lot on the supposed leaders on their shoulders. They weren't up to the task, and when push came to shove, they weren't able to grab the bull by the horn, so to speak, and just say, no, this is how it is. And a lot of them flip-flopped on immigration policy. A lot of them flip-flopped on, there was stone thrown, etc., etc. But the reality is just build it yourself. Build it yourself in your own local community. And like I said, food security is going to be important. The current issue with Israel and Iran is going to have knock-on effects. There won't be real knock-on effects, but you're going to see fuel prices increasing. You're going to see food prices increasing. This is what they do. They just want to take more and more money out of your pocket to make life harder and harder for you, so you become more and more dependent on the state, which is controlled from outside of these shores. So it's a case of food security is very, very important locally. So there's a crowd doing unpasteurized milk. They sell it from a vending machine near their farm in glass bottles. There's different flavors and stuff like that. So find stuff like that in your community. Find the local meat producers. Support them. If you have a social media account and you know somebody in the locality, I'll tell you what, Orla doesn't get enough credit. The work Orla is doing, there should be an Orla in every single county in the country doing what she's doing, going around promoting local Irish businesses, promoting the butchers, promoting the, you know what I mean? I'm surprised more people aren't doing it. You know, we need a, Jesus, Paul, you're see-through. You're fading away. I said the Jews and you're going to be deleted. You're muted as well, by the way. Yeah, that's interesting there. Watch the American Stock Exchange tomorrow. Could get messy. I think the Republicans are going to lose the House as well. And that's going to. So. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's not massively relevant. It doesn't stop what's happening. There's a couple of people still pushing the idea that the economic collapse that was supposed to happen last October or the previous October is definitely happening in April. A lot of people talking about that. Watch the markets and watch the arse fall out of everything. I don't know. It's like I said, food security. That's all that's really important. Food security. Fair Jews to you. That's funny. See that one?
What was it?
I showed up there.
Fair Jews to you. Stop. Would you believe we haven't had one bad comment tonight from anyone? Nobody's in tonight. Is that because Orla's not here, would you say?
That's strange, actually, isn't it? Yeah, that's strange. Did they finally give up?
I don't know, but like it always happens when Orla's on. When Orla's not on,
did you have it Wednesday?
I wasn't on Wednesday.
Sorry, the previous Sunday.
Sunday. Oh yeah, of course we had it.
Oh, actually, forgot to say it to you because I haven't been on with you. Did Orla's headphones work?
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did she thank me for buying them for Mr. Price?
Yes, she did. Yeah, she really did.
Stuff.
Too many people want to be top dogs, so we all end up fucked. We need a decent voice, a one for all nationalist. Yes, we do.
Yeah, but you see, it's a bigger problem than that because you've different. I mean, we just call them sects. We've different sects of nationalism. You have everything from soft nationalism to ethno nationalism, and the problem is to find the common ground. I spoke about talking to the lefties and stuff like that. All the different groups of nationalism also need to talk to each other. Because, there are people that are genuinely, listen to me, I read, I know about the Jewish problem. I know about it. But as I said to the most prominent promoter of that, is it's too big. It's not something I can deal with. I'm not a wealthy man. I'm not famous. I've got to concentrate on what I can fix. So I don't obsess over that. Yes, there is influence there. Can I stop it? No. Should we ever stop noticing? No. But you're not really doing anything productive because 80% of the population don't want to know about it. They don't want to hear about it. It's like talking to somebody about chemtrails when the evidence is there, but they still don't want to admit that, there is weather manipulation going on. Governments say it, there's papers written on it, but people just want to keep their head in the sand. You have to find that middle ground between everybody. You know what I mean? What do we want? Okay, we want to be in control of our own demographics. We want to be in control of our own destiny as a people. You know what I mean? We want safety and security. We want the ability to, create a life for ourselves. Get married, have kids, buy a house, and all that kind of stuff. All this common stuff, and that's what we should be talking about, and nothing else. And just promoting that and selling that. Yeah, I just see somebody saying "I'm all right, Jack." What mine says, but look, it exists, and you have to work around it. You have to work around it. Find out what makes people tick in your community. What are the issues in your community?
John Flynn just said it there. Now, why are people always looking for leaders? Be your own leader, and that's exactly what we do in Sinn Féin. Like, there's no leaders in Sinn Féin. Okay, Anthony is the party president of Ireland First. But then there's Gale Force Media. Like, there's no leaders in Gale Force Media. We all do the same. We're all looking to do the same stuff. You know what I mean? We all do it. There's no leaders, as I said. Okay, Anthony's the leader of Ireland Force because that's what he is on paper. But everything else we do, we are all our own leaders. We have our own skill sets and everything else to bring to this, to bring to the party. You know what I mean? And that's why we get on so well. That's why we all get on so well, because we all do good things and we're good at what we do, you know?
You also have to realize that some people don't want to. I'll give you an analogy. Okay. So let's say you have your local sports team, right? And you have fans, a couple of hundred fans that go to every single game, but they don't want to get involved in the team. They don't actually want to have to do the work to carry the water bottles and do the, stand out in the rain and go to the training sessions and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that don't want to do the heavy lifting, and that's fine. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. But you still need them, so to speak. They're not going to do any heavy lifting. They want somebody else to do it for them, and they'll come along in behind and they'll help in their own way, you know what I mean, by putting a few euros into the bucket or cheering on the team or anything like that. But they don't want to do, and you have to accept that a lot of people are like that. The majority of people are like that. They just want an easy life. They just want to survive, So there's a lot of work. So that's why a leader is important, because if you can have somebody that can galvanize the team, like same as it's management. You have a good manager in whatever sport you follow, your team usually does well. It's as simple as that, and that's what you need. It's not specifically a leader. It's a good manager that can actually put a plan in place and then say, right, you do that, you do that, you do that, you do that. Report back to me, and I'll be the spokesperson, and I'll take all the media flack, and I'll say the hard things, etc., etc. But they can't do much more than that.
Just you knew it. That's a crack name, Gale Force Media. Whoever thought of that one, hats off. It was me. It was me. That was my baby. Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
Because I didn't actually know that it was you that came up with that.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
Well, good stuff.
Yes, Brian, start buying gold and silver. Yeah, Martin, you're talking shit again.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Hey, listen. Like I said, we all have our skills.
Yeah.
That's just mine.
Anne Marie, although
your sound is gone, Paul. Yeah, you're muted again.
Am I back now?
You're back now. Yeah.
Yeah, although we had 500,000 ghost votes, so seems rigged. I'm telling you it was rigged. I'm telling you, seeing it firsthand. Myself and Dolores Webster were there. We seen it firsthand. Barry Ward was standing next to me. He's seen it firsthand. I went back and told him, and we told all the others, it wasn't that widespread. Let's not say anything about it. And it was left. Whereas if the party had been behind me, I'd have pushed her. Yeah. Good.
Look. Anybody who wants to have a crack at the elections, local or national, again, you better start working now. You better be on the ground.
You're not just a pretty face.
There's no point in sticking your face in a poster. There's no point in sticking a poster up before 6 months before or 3 months before the election. You want to do it seriously. Get involved in the community now. 3.5 years work you have to do in your local community, and then maybe you might have some luck. But outside of that, like I said, sticking your face in a poster 3 months before an election, going out canvassing, it's not enough. It's not enough. You have to win the love of the people, unfortunately, if you want to take the political route.
Yeah, I think the people love me. Okay, I need to give this a plug here. Excess Deaths Walk. Ireland Excess Deaths Grim Truth. Friday the 20th of March, 11 a.m. Meeting at RTE Studios, Donnybrook, and walking 5 kilometres to the Irish Times office, Tarter Street. Bring a small tree or plant, cross, wreath, photograph, memento to leave at the door of the Irish Times to let them know that they are covering up 26,000 excess deaths in Ireland since 2021. So, guys, I know we've loads of different things coming up in the whole lot, but this has just been sent in to me. And listen, if you can all help us out with this, I'll go to this as well. Friday the 20th of March, I'm doing something. Okay, leave it with me. I can probably walk around it. But 20th of March, lads, 11 a.m. And ladies, if you can make it in there to RTE Studios and then to walk the 5K back to the Irish Times, bring flowers or a plant or a tree or a cross or a wreath or a photograph of someone who died or anything like that, and let's leave it there. So please, days go, lads. I've done that for you. So yeah, I'll plug it again next week and again on Wednesday. Cheers.
That's lovely. That's a lovely idea. Well done to whoever came up with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The guy who does it doesn't like taking the plaudits. You know what I mean? So
well done to whoever he is.
March 4th, Bobby Sands started his hunger strike in 1981. Yeah. A country that kills babies will never survive. Stopped following him when I learned that. I heard Maria Steen talk on the radio. She spoke very well, but they won't let her in, and they won't let the right in. Oh, people with money. I'm going to be honest with you guys. People with money going in there, and look around you. All the podcasters now, all of these new podcasters, they have their show with 3 and 4 of them on it, and these are all money people. These are all people with money. These are not Joe Soaps like me and you. You know what I mean? Like who these people that get in there and do exactly the same as what the others have done. So you need people in there like me, like Gavin, like Malachy say, or whoever. You know what I mean? You need one of us in there. You know what I mean? You really do. You know?
I don't think Malachy's shy of a few bob now.
Well, he's a solicitor and the whole lot. You know
he's not shameful. Look, fair play to him. He says the right thing most of the time. So fair play to him.
Oh, while we're plugging stuff, get the Tussler thing up as well. Yes, I have it. I have it there. Where is it? Tussler stuff. I actually sent it back to myself earlier, so as I'd have it. I did send it to myself earlier. I'll find it now in a minute. I'm going through all my WhatsApps now. I send myself that much bleeding WhatsApps. You know, there's loads of vaccine stuff there. I don't think we're going to get that done. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to play R.I.P. Bobby Sands. Yeah, he died 88 days later. Christ, it takes you 10 to 15 years for radioactivity to die down, then it can hit the market. 99.9 Maple Leafs, quarter ounce American Eagles. I've seen it as you are watching Netflix.
Gold and silver.
Yeah. No, yeah, Maple Leafs. So much are you talking for the Maple Leafs, guys? Yes, Paul, exactly. You need money and a posh accent. Yes, that's exactly what you need. Stephen, check out who was selling crack in Mountjoy Square Park on Sunday. Yes, you're right. Black jacket, black pants, black suit, and he was black too. And his watchers, no fear of arrest. How low can we go?
Any chance you could get footage of that safely? Obviously, don't put yourself in harm's way. But if you could actually get footage of open drug dealing, we'll fire it out in the show. Absolutely no problem. Just get us the video footage, get us into us, anonymous, whatever.
Maple Leafs. Yeah, Maple Leafs were €29, now 110. I know how much they were because I bought them at 29. But yeah, last year they were 29. A year and a half ago they were 29. Yeah. Okay. I want to just play this this thing of Hormuz. Okay. It's only 3 minutes long, so I'm going to play this.
If Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, what impact will it have on the entire world, and which country will be affected the most? First, let's understand what the Strait of Hormuz actually is. It is a small area of just 33 kilometers, located between Iran, Oman, and the UAE. It is a narrow sea passage through which almost 20% of the world's oil supply flows, nearly 17 million barrels every day. This oil comes from 8 countries located in the Persian Gulf, including Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE for the United Arab Emirates. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Qatar, 90% of their oil exports pass through this narrow route to reach the rest of the world. If Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, following countries will suffer the If Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, what impact will it have on the entire world, and which country will be affected the most? First, let's understand what the Strait of Hormuz actually is. It is a small area of just 33 kilometers located between Iran, Oman, and the UAE. It is a narrow sea passage through which almost 20% of the world's oil supply flows, nearly 17 million barrels every day. This oil comes from 8 countries located in the Persian Gulf, including Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE for the United Arab Emirates. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Qatar, 90% of their oil exports pass through this narrow route to reach the rest of the world. If Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, following countries will suffer the most damage. First is India, because it imports 85% of its oil, and 60% of that comes from Middle Eastern countries like Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the UAE. Fuel prices in India would skyrocket, and as a result, everything related to oil and all industries would face severe disruption. Industries could shut down, there would be job losses, and the economy would be severely affected. The second most affected country would be China. China is the world's largest oil importer, bringing in 10 million barrels of oil every day. 40% of China's oil imports pass through this Strait of Hormuz. Although China has built oil pipelines with Russia and Central Asia, they don't even fulfill 20% of its energy needs. So, if the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, China's economy could suffer a massive blow, and if China's economy is shaken, its effects will be felt all over the world. The third most affected country would be Japan, as it imports 90% of its oil, and 75% of that passes through the Strait of Hormuz. The fourth most affected country would be Saudi Arabia. 80 to 90% of Saudi Arabia's oil goes to the rest of the world through Strait of Hormuz, while only 10% goes to Europe via its Red Sea coastline. So if this choke point is blocked, Saudi Arabia's economy will be heavily impacted. Imagine that a country suddenly loses 80 to 90% of its revenue. What would happen to it? Something similar could happen to Saudi Arabia. There's also a high chance that Saudi Arabia might send in its military to reopen the route, and that could make the situation even worse. Fifth is Pakistan, which gets about 90% of its oil through the Strait of Hormuz. This oil meets around 27% of the country's energy needs. So if the route is blocked, prices in Pakistan could rise sharply. But there's an interesting twist. Since Pakistan shares a border with Iran, and several government reports suggest that 35% of Pakistan's diesel comes unofficially from Iran. So if the strait is blocked, Pakistan might turn to Iran for oil, either quietly or through an official deal. Next in line is the UAE, because as nearly as 72% of its oil exports rely on this Strait of Hormuz. The country does have a backup option, the Habshan-Fujairah pipeline, which allows it to bypass the strait and export up to 60% of its oil. But for a major economy like the UAE, losing the remaining 40% would still be a serious blow. Next comes the European countries like France, Germany and Italy, which on average get 10% of their oil through the Strait of Hormuz. A blockade here would hit them hard as well. Globally, experts warn that oil prices could soar past $150 a barrel, causing widespread inflation and possibly triggering a major global recession. So this small 33-kilometer area holds enough power to shake the entire world.
Well, so the issue is, does China and India back Iran? Russia already will back Iran. We know that from the past. Like there is a partnership there, so to speak. Does India get involved? Does China get involved?
Well, this is what's going to happen. They're all going to get involved, aren't they? It's all money. It's all their money. They're losing money, you know.
Yeah, it's very, very, very interesting. You'd wonder why now. Like Israel have been talking about getting rid of Iran, toppling the regime, blah 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 blah. They're talking about that for years and years and years. Why now? What was the trigger? You know what I mean? Trump has enough problems at home dealing with immigration, etc. Why start dropping bombs now when they were in the middle of talks and negotiations? It's very interesting, very worrying as well. Like, but yeah, China's reaction will be interesting. It'll say a lot to see what way China goes on this. If their production supply is affected.
No, I agree.
Anyway, at the end of the day, it's you and me and everybody listening that are going to suffer. We suffer.
China's getting its oil from Russia. It's us, the useless eaters, that will pay the price. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying there. Yeah. So don't be surprised if in 2 months' time that it's £2 a litre at the pumps.
Yeah. I'm gonna just play a video here of something that happened today. This is in the Oilex Centre today, and this was sent in from Dad's News. I just want to put this out here as well. I'm gonna put up this banner here. You'll get me there. No, okay. I'm gonna just change that. For a minute. Hang on. Hold on. I still type with one finger, and I've been working on computers for years, and I'm shit at it.
2 hands, 1 finger, is it that?
Yeah. Okay, I just want to put this out here. This is the WhatsApp number. Okay, 089-203-1521. That's also the email address, galeforcemedia26@gmail.com, or call me on WhatsApp. If you have anything that you want us to play on the show, or you have a video, or you need something to be told, ring me on that number, and I will go out and visit you, and I'll do an interview with you if you want, and whatever else. If there's something that needs to be highlighted in your area, ring me. One of us will go and see it. Like Martin is way down the country. If it's down the country, Martin will go and see it. Martin has done that already before. You reached out to that lady in Kerry 2 weeks ago, I think, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah. So if you can, people, and you want us to cover anything at all, even your business, contact us. Orla is the lady. She's the business guru. So, yeah. So contact us, as I said, at galeforcemedia26@gmail.com, or call us on WhatsApp at 35389-203-1521. Thank you very much. You can Stripe. Yeah, you can get us a coffee if you want. I'm going to put that in the comments again. Copy. I have a few friends listening tonight now, to be honest with you. I've seen them coming into the comments. Brilliant show, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Colin, fair play to you. Yeah. But Trump set up the border peace on January 26th. That's just another bullshit bleeding thing to make money. I'm sorry. You have to give $1 billion to go into it. You know what I mean? Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just resent you something regarding Stephen Kerr being arrested. Okay.
That was mental, wasn't it? Isn't that absolutely crazy?
Yeah, I have it here. I'm gonna it's a YouTube thing, I think, that was sent to me, but I'll bear with me.
What do you make of Kirk Loco's thing with Ezra Levant and basically all the guys who were being persecuted by the state kind of banded together? You had Philip, you had Derek Bly, you had Ross Live, you had
You've seen it, yeah.
Kirk. What's a good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, listen, it was all right. You know what I mean? It was grand. You know, just getting them all into one place at the one time. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah. But it's interesting then they did that, and then Stephen Kerr is targeted.
Yeah.
Literally a couple of days after. Like it's I look, you know what they say, there's no such thing.
Listen, we're all waiting on knocks on the door, man. Every one of us. Well,
that's what I'm saying is the attack on Stephen now. And it is an attack. This isn't policing or anything like that. This is a state attack on Stephen Kerr. But I'm wondering, is it in response to the guys getting together and actually getting some international media attention? You know what I mean? And actually that they're just going to start hammering down a few more people just to keep everybody quiet.
I'm going to just play this. It's a few minutes long. We play this and we'll talk about it then when we come back.
Donald Flaherty from Ballymun Garda Station. So this is in relation to...
You hear the sound?
Yeah, all good.
Incident Garda O'Mahony's investigating. You're not allowed to say anything unless you wish to do so. Whatever you say, we take it down right and maybe give an evidence, okay?
So I was arrested 2 nights ago for a tweet I posted back in April of 2024. 3 Gardaí drove 3 hours from Dublin all the way to my home in Castlebar to arrest me for an offence under Section 5 of the Non-Fatal Offences Against the Person Act. I should say at this point that the 3 guards who arrested me were all decent lads and they treated me respectfully, and I appreciate that and I thanked them for that. But I suppose what everybody wants to know is, what was I arrested for? It was falsely alleged that I threatened to kill or cause serious harm to a journalist, when really it was nothing more than a one-liner joke about independent media replacing the legacy media. After a formal video interview at Castlebar Garda Station on Wednesday night, I was released without charge and a file is now being prepared for the DPP. So I want to give you a little bit of the background to this case. On the 30th of April 2024, Irish independent journalist Gavi Gatvetskoya published an article titled "People Before Profit TD Paul Murphy to contact Gardaí after death threats sprayed on a wall near his family home." The piece framed the graffiti incident as part of a broader pattern of intimidation and threats against politicians, supposedly from the mythical far right, of course. Yet, since that incident, there has been no follow-up reports mentioning suspects or arrests or any progress whatsoever in the investigation. In my view, it's very possible that some of Paul Murphy's more extreme supporters staged this graffiti event in order to generate sympathy and support for him and for People Before Profit in the run-up to the local elections. I viewed Ms. Gadavetskoya's article as, firstly, a lazy, dishonest effort to demonise critics of the establishment, the so-called far right, as she called them. Secondly, to boost support for Ireland's most radical left-wing political party, that being People Before Profit. And finally, to discourage first-time candidates ahead of the local elections, which were just a couple of weeks away. Under Ms. Gadavetskoya's tweet, where she shared her article, there were 161 comments. The vast majority of these comments were questioning the veracity of her reporting. My comment was simple. RIP Gabi Gadavetskoya and all of your mainstream media buddies. We're the media now. And I included a smiley face at the end. The tweet was clearly not a threat to kill or to cause serious harm. I have no criminal record, I have no pending charges, and I have no history of violence. But Gavi Gadavetskoya was so concerned for her safety that she went straight away to the Gardaí 33 days later to make a criminal complaint. So why did she wait 33 days if she was so concerned for her safety? Interestingly, on the actual day that she finally decided to make her complaint to the Gardaí, which was on the 2nd of June 2024, as well as it being less than only 1 week out from the local elections where I was running as an independent candidate, it was also the exact same day that we had a verbal encounter with her Irish independent colleague, Evan Murray. We confronted Miss Murray in Castlebar when she was covering the visit of Taoiseach Simon Harris and Justice Minister Helen McEntee. We highlighted some very serious issues with her relating to inadequate I-pass conditions and trafficked children. And we pointed out to her employers, the Irish Independents' failure to report on such matters. Later that day, Miss Murray published an article where she referenced our interaction that day, alleging that we accosted journalists. We know that Gavi Gadavetskoya and Evan Murray had a close working relationship in the Irish Independent. They co-authored several articles, including some on immigration, and they interacted positively on X, complimenting one another and exchanging supportive messages. Evan, for example, called Gavi's article on her life in Ireland a fab read, and Gavi called Evan a superstar for her reporting. This raises the question, is it possible that they conspired, with Gavi Gadavetskoya filing her complaint against me on the exact same day
That was weird. The whole internet, it went down. Yeah. You have the gist of it. You know what happened. You know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, look, I suppose, if anything comes of it, I don't know if they know each other or anything like that, and I don't know. Look, fucking somebody reach out to Kirk Loco and see if Stephen needs legal support or support. From that group that have gotten together. So
they said he will do it for any nationalist that's being persecuted. So let them put the money where the mouth is. But he had no issues with the Gentiles. Facts. It wasn't his phone stolen. Yes, his phone was stolen.
Yep.
And I don't think it was given back. They gave him a replacement, I think it was, but I don't think he accepted it. Yeah. I have apartment on Keys, Dublin 1. I have camera over my door and reinforced door. Garda can knock all they want. I think Kirk Loco said he has Alicia De Bruyne. Yes, that's exactly who he has, yeah.
Yeah.
James Conway is good. He's very serious. I think he's up in Sligo. He's the pepper fella that interviewed Justin Barrett on YouTube. Poor Justin didn't get much of a word in. Yeah.
We know James. I've been on James's show. James has been on my show.
Yeah, Ruby, I know. For me, that's always he won't be on my show again. I don't like him anymore. So no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Steady. It's an absurd response. Yeah.
Each to their own, as they say.
Yeah.
Like everybody is. Yeah. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody gets to like and dislike who they want for valid reasons.
Yes.
For valid reasons.
Yes.
Yeah. So, no, I'm all about the love these days, Paul.
Yeah, did I play that Oilac Centre thing? I did I? The fighting in the Oilac Centre today?
No.
Black fellas? No. Okay. I'm going to play that now. This is what's in Dublin today. This was today in the Oilac Centre. Did I not show you that with Daz? No. Okay. I'll play it now. Okay, go on.
I'll show you that whole video now. It's a 2-minute long video. This took place less than 30 minutes ago in the Oilac Centre, where these people are robbing each other, beating each other up in the middle of shopping centres. Take a look.
It's another day.
Walk away there, folks. Walk away.
I'm going nowhere, but I'm staying here.
It's my phone. This is my phone.
I'm going nowhere, but this needs to be reported. I'm going nowhere. Thieving bastards.
Take the phone.
No. I'm entitled to a call, Pat. This is my country. This is country. It's not about him. I'm not going to call. I'm not stopping. You should be handling him, not talking to me. What the fuck? Are you going to stop him or what? No, I'm not getting involved. Don't even come near me. This is what's going on. This is what's going on every day. And even look at me, and I'll put you under those tiles. Asking us to stop recording. You all right, buddy? Did he take his phone?
Yeah,
he stole his phone. Did he get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play to this boy, is it? Fucking joke. Fucking stupid. Fucking.
That is disgusting. But this is what's happening every day. If you remember when we started this, Martin, a couple of years ago, I turned around and we said we used to get one of these incidents every 2 weeks. Then it was once a week. Then it was once every 3 days. Now it's 3 times a day. Like, it's everywhere. It's rampant all over the country. People are not safe. End of story. You shouldn't have to be walking. What if my kids were in town there today and they were fighting? You know what I mean? Like, it's sickening. Sickening. I swear to God, it really is. Sickening. Okay.
We're ill prepared for what's to come.
We are. A video here from a guy. Now, the video is not all foreigners are the same. Okay. And the only reason I'm playing this video is because I worked with this guy in Xerox. I know who this guy is, but listen to what he has to say.
They bring the foreigners and they take them legal here. They give them social welfare. They give them everything. Good jobs.
You pay your taxes?
600 euro tax I pay weekly.
How much you pay for rent?
I pay 2,700 euro for my rent in Ashtown. I don't get help. I don't ask for help. I never claim social welfare. To be honest,
yes,
we are not all the same. Me, I love this country. I love Ireland.
Very good, man.
But I can't blame the Irish people how they are here. With the stop, with selling drugs, with raping kids, with do anything wrong in this country. They bring the foreigners and they take them legal here. They give them medical card. They give them homes where they live. They give them social welfare. They give them everything. Hungry, starving, sick, naked, hungry, skinny, and they get everything. What Irish people they get back? Rob, stealing, stabbing, robbing, raping, selling drugs.
Yes.
I don't want to cry in this video.
Don't cry, man.
They are Irish.
Yes.
My wife, she's Irish. 9 years I pay tax.
Good man.
Every month.
Good man.
600 euro tax.
Good man.
I pay from my wages.
Might have had a few jars.
There you have it. I had a good few on him, but like I know him. I worked with him in Xerox, and he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? And
that's how I sound in the pub at about fucking half 1 in the morning.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
It's great. Listen to me. There's good people of every race, religion, ethnicity, etc., etc., etc. We've never said that there wasn't, but we have an issue in this country, a massive, massive issue. And you know what? If you're a foreigner and you're lucky enough to marry an Irish person, you won the lotto. You won the jackpot. So,
Colin has asked me, can my mother walk in the street in Derry, especially at night? No, mate. No, I'm being honest with you. Yeah, it's not good. This country is just not safe, mate, anymore. I'm being honest with you. It's not. Like, I have to make sure my kids are home at 6 in the evening before it gets dark and everything. I'm ringing up, I'm bleeding, checking them on the sat nav to see where they are. And like, that's no way to be living in 2026. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. It's not, you know. Fergus Power, good night. God bless here. Thanks, Paul and Martin. Everything will be all right in the end. If it's not all right, it's not the end. It's never the end for sharing go bra. Fair play to you, Fergus.
True words.
Yeah, yes, sir, Paul. Yeah. Unless you come home and help yourself, mate, I wouldn't let my mother walk around Derry. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't let my mother walk around this area where she lives at night on her own. I'm sorry. That's no. Or my sisters or anyone. Like, no. A mouse born in a horse stall is not a pony. Yeah, I agree. Good night, Ferg. Good night, all. Yeah, good night, everyone. Will we? I'm just thinking. Yeah. Right, I'm going to play. I want to play Christine Anderson because next Wednesday and Thursday we have the digital ID, the CBDCs and digital ID. She's going to talk about what powers this is going to grant governments. So we'll come back and talk in a minute.
How far down the line has the EU gone with regards to the digital agenda? And I'm talking, the digital ID, CBDCs, and 15-minute cities.
It's pretty much, the digital ID and the digital euro, that is pretty much in place. The digital euro will be implemented this year, in fall sometime. Once that happens, think back to the Canadian freedom truckers, how they froze their bank accounts. Yep. They just, switch you off like switching a flip. It's so easy. Plus, they can control every single item you're buying. Once they have taken away the cash, they have total control of you. There is nothing on this planet that you could ever buy without them knowing. Then you have the next step, digital ID, of course, linked to your to the digital euro. So once again, total control. And then the final step will actually be the 15-minute ghettos. I call them 15-minute ghettos that you already mentioned. So they're once again selling it to you as, it's for your convenience. So you will have a better life. We want to raise your, your lifestyle standard, have everything within a 15-minute foot walk or whatever. If it was really about improving the quality of your life, what would they start out building? They would build libraries, schools, leisure centers, doctors, practices. That's what they would be doing to improve the quality of your life. It's not what they're doing now.
No.
They start out by erecting barricades and installing surveillance cameras. And now the question is, why would you need that in a neighborhood that you were just dying to live in? Why would you need to be locked in to that neighborhood? And how do they control that? Digital ID. Look to China.
Yeah,
I mean, there you have it. The people can't even leave their apartment complexes or go back in without having to swipe their digital ID. And then add to that the social credit card, the social credit system that they have going there. Then you're done. You're effectively done.
People are saying in the comments there, she's a great woman. Yeah, we should get an interview with her. That's great, the way to get an interview. Well, I was invited over for Wednesday, to be honest with you, and I was going to try and get an interview with her, but the person I was going with isn't going now, so sort of we stopped it. So, but I'm sure if Christine Anderson is available, Gale Force Media will have a report from her come Wednesday night, I would say. I'll just leave that there. Yeah.
Have we an international roving reporter?
Oh, have we? You never know. You
never know. Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate the response. It was back. If I was back in Derry, my mother would never walk anywhere alone. God said, yeah. I know my mother gave me life as well. That's exactly why I don't let any of my family walk around. They all know the story now. Everyone does. I've mobile home for holidays beside Tullagan. They opened a new Lidl down the road in Bundoran, 6 self-service tills, all card, no cash. They're pushing it this big time now. Yes, they are. What if we all decide to bin our phones? Well, I might have bought a new phone, John, so I'm not binning my phone. I only got one yesterday.
There's pluses and minuses to it. So if you bin your phone, where do you get your information from? You're forced to go back to newspapers. Newspapers lie. The television lies. Yeah. So the phone is the only access to real media, unfortunately. Now, I've heard people saying that ditch the phone and just give yourself an hour a day on a laptop and get your information then, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's I don't know, pluses and minuses. I've thought about it, but it's it would be hard. It would be difficult to give it up, because it is. I know it's one of the worst things that ever happened to us, but it's also one of the best things that ever happened to us. We wouldn't know anything without our mobile phones and the likes of Twitter and the likes of people doing what we do, and people talking about the vaccines and people talking about corrupt government, etc., etc., etc. You know. So, like I said,
we're not going to do a vaccine segment tonight. We leave that. I'll do it Wednesday night and I'll do it again next Sunday. What I do want to talk about here in the last couple of minutes, this is Australia. We're talking about our schools being overrun by Islamic stuff and the whole lot. This is Australia. Watch this.
While the visitors get their first taste of Islamic prayers, it's come to Ahmed's attention that Isaac isn't dressed properly for the occasion.
Pull your socks up a bit more. In prayer, he had his socks under his knees and he was wearing shorts, so his knees were showing. And in Islam, you need to have from your belly button to your knees covered to be praying, and his knees were showing. So I asked him if he can pull his socks up to cover it up.
Quietly, all of you stand up. Sometimes in trying to educate others in our values, we may come across as rude or abrupt. And that is a concern I have with some of our students. And that is something which they have to learn how not to do.
I have never prayed before. I've never even thought about it, but I've meditated before. And it was really nice just sort of being in the room with them and having that unity of everyone doing something together at the same time and doing the same thing.
A cult is a cult is a cult is a cult is a cult. It doesn't matter what you call it. A cult is a cult. That's brainwashing. You know, just keep your kids away from stuff like that. If there's going to be Islamic prayers in your children in your school, take your kids out of that school. Simple as that. Yeah, simple as that.
I saw my daughter. My daughter did a test there a while ago, and in the test they were talking about 5 different religions. I said, what are you even talking about these religions for? I said, you're a Catholic. I said, all you need to know is about Catholic. You don't need to know about Hinduism or... Because you've nothing got to do with that religion. So why do you need to know about it? Well, they say we need to understand it. It's nothing got to do with you. I said, you don't need to understand it. End the story. And I got a bit of it, you know, the other one's not on my side on this. And like, it's just horrible. You know what I mean? But, yeah, but I've one more video to play, and this is for Patrick McGreal. As I told you, Patrick is up in, he's in Westmead on, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure. You'll hear now. Okay, this is Article 28 of the Constitution of Ireland. Okay, have a listen, and we'll finish up there, Martin, yeah?
In June 2024, with public support, I issued an election civil bill petition questioning the legality of the local elections here in Westmead under Article 28A of the Constitution of Ireland. For over a year and a half now, the Chief State Solicitor's Office have obstructed the trial of this petition. The trial of this petition is guaranteed under Section 7 of the Local Election Petitions and Disqualifications Act 1974. On the 4th of March, which is this Wednesday, I will be putting a formal request before the Circuit Court here in Westmead, requiring the Circuit Court judge to issue this notice of trial, so an answer can be forthcoming now from our courts of justice. We deserve due process, and on the 4th of March, if you're anywhere near Westmead, please call into Mullingar Courthouse and watch due process take place.
So as I said, he does great work. He does great work. He's brilliant. He's a great mind, I swear to God. And he everything's above board. He has them. He knows he has them, you know. But anyone who's around Mullingar on Wednesday, if you can go in there, please, for 10:30, please do. I'm going to see, can I get down there as well on Wednesday? Yeah, I will. And I'll try and do an interview with him after the court, you know. So, yeah, let's just go through some of these. Oh, Mother of God. You know what I would do if a school introduced Islamic prayer in my grandkids' school. I know you would be reading about it in the Irish Times. Yeah, I know. I have much respect for Patrick. My God, the work the man does is biblical, legendary. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he really is good. Great clip. Yeah, I'm going to start. I'm going to see, does he want to come on? I'm going to reach out to him and see, does he want to do his own hour, you know, on a Friday evening and do after the courts or something, you know?
Constitutional hour. Just go through the Constitution. He has a fantastic understanding of it.
Yeah, he's brilliant. There, Lizzie, pushing to look at Paula too. I'm on the verge of pulling my son out of that school, to be fair. Digital ID comes in, we will have to start meeting up and have a speaker's corner. Yeah,
local. Yeah. You should do that locally anyway. Yeah, get your own little place, meet in the town square, have your chat, stand around, have your ideas, get up this up. You know, it'd be great if every place had you could have a Sunday rant, a Monday morning, you know, after mass or something like that. You just go out and stand up and then you just talk to the community about what you're unhappy about. Video it, stick it up, put it out on the internet.
Box,
yeah. Okay.
Lads, I'm going to put this up again because we're finishing up now in 2 seconds. So that's the Revolut. If you can help us out in any way, please do. I've also put the in as well in the comments. So if you can help us out, please do. Thank you very much. Well, Martin, I think we're finishing up there now. I think we've done everything, haven't we?
I think the curse count was low enough as well, in fairness.
The what? The course count,
the course count was low enough. I think I let 3 slip out, but
Thanks, Paul and Martin and everyone in the chat. Another good show, folks. Look out for yourselves and each other. Until next time, blessed be, speed and light. Good night. Join us on Wednesday night. We could, how can I say this? You never know what I'm going to do, okay? But we could be live from Brussels, okay? That's all I'll say. Watch this space. Brilliant, Paul and Martin. Yeah, no problem.
Night all. Thanks for watching.
Fair play to you. I'll talk to you in a while, Martin. I'll drop you down and I'll be with you in a while. Cheers. Thanks very much. It's been emotional, mate. What are we saying there? Paul, would you prefer the Revolut or Patreon? Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I don't know. Are we on Patreon on that's the Gale Force Media one. The Revolut one is for the show. But yeah, whatever you can do. Listen, it's all going to the same place. It all pays for the show and everything else. Like, you know what I mean? Good night, lads. Yeah, good night. Speaker's Corner. Yes, it would be brilliant. Cheers, lads. Great show, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. It has been a good show. Cheers, Michael and Paul. Yeah. As I say every night when we're finishing up here, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless everyone. Thank you.